Hello everyone, welcome to a new video on this channel. Today we are testing the Ryzen 3 5300U, 16GB of dual channel RAM and the integrated AMD Radeon Graphics in Apex Legends. We're using the latest available AMD driver, which is 22.5.1 from April 28th, 2022. This is the latest official driver. You can also use the optional driver, but yeah, I thought for this test using the latest official driver would be the best solution. So let's jump into the game. I already tested this game on the exact same system, but with 4GB of RAM instead of the 16GB. The 4GB have been a single channel, so the performance is really going to be way better than with the 4GB RAM. And with 4GB we were restricted to, let me show you, 720p and all on low. And even at these settings, which are basically the lowest in Apex Legends, I mean, you could even try to lower the resolution in the config file, but these are the lowest official settings. Even in those settings we had huge FPS problems. I was testing this game in a benchmark compilation for the system together with another, I don't know, 20 or 25 games. And this was one of the titles that yeah, was unplayable. First things first, we are now going to jump into a match with the settings that I used for the 4GB RAM. Probably going to see that there's a huge performance increase, and later on we can try a higher resolutions, for example, because playing at 720p is making you play at a huge disadvantage in Apex Legends. You aren't able to see your enemies properly in the long distance. Okay, but for now we are playing at 720p, all on low, only texture filtering is trilinear. 20 FPS in the plane. I think this ran at, I don't know, 12 or 13 FPS with the single channel. 40 FPS, 44 FPS. Hey, this is way better than in my previous test. Maybe it's actually playable. See, 285 FPS. What is going on, guys? I'm not kidding, this has really been unplayable on 4GB RAM. And now with 16 gigs, 50-60 FPS. To be honest, I totally didn't expect that to run that well. Let's look around here a bit. But still, just dropping into the 50s. I gotta be honest, this is amazing for an APU, for an AMD APU. I didn't expect this performance. I mean, we can even try now a bit with different resolutions. I wouldn't increase a lot. Because we are averaging right now the 60 FPS, 62 FPS actually, and yeah, in this shooter game you want to average at least 60 FPS. But let's increase the resolution just slightly, 768p. So let's do that and keep it. So our settings now are 768p. And still all on low, and this is probably also the configuration that I'd use, because the image quality became, I'm playing on a 24-inch display, 75 Hertz right now, external display, and the image quality became already way better than at 720p. Yeah, this is now definitely still pretty well playable, but it's not that bad image quality wise with at 720p. Okay, if you're now, this is really demanding right now. I don't know, maybe you should go for 720p. But it's still playable. And pretty well playable actually for an APU. Okay, let me whoa.
My stop. Over and out.
This is just a small difference in terms of average FPS, you know. Maybe we're differing right now around 5 FPS. Yeah, so I personally would keep it at 768p. This is okay for me. If you really want to get above the 60 FPS mark most of the time, or maybe all the time, you need to play at 720p. But however, I can't recommend it all setting the resolution even higher. I mean, just for fun we can try out 900p now for a moment. Yeah, this is already giving us just 37 FPS. This is also feeling very sluggish now. This is not well playable or even okay playable anymore. This is getting into the barely playable area. Let's switch back to 768p. But for integrated graphics, this is still a stunning result. 2 weeks ago I was testing a Core i3 from 10th generation and the integrated UHD graphics. This performed way worse. Had to keep it at 720p, and even at these settings, yeah, only averaging around 30 FPS, so the 5300U seems to be very, very good with the dual channel RAM in this game. Sniper. Yeah, so after playing around here for a bit, I personally will play at 768p, and I can only recommend you switching to 720p if you really want to have above 60 FPS. Still the sniper on the top. I really didn't expect the performance to be that well. especially after making this 4 GB RAM test. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Who the fuck is this? Three guys from behind. Okay, 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 okay. I'm getting shot by 2 sides now. Gotta go. Yeah, I know you. Okay, okay, he wants to shoot me. Yeah, you shot me, I know. Nice guy. Okay, in really heavy scenarios, it's dropping to 30 FPS. By the way, the CPU clock rate that is shown in the top left isn't the correct value, so yeah, the CPU isn't running at 1.4 GHz. Don't worry about that. This would make the game run way worse than it's running right now. Okay, our squad died, but all in all, performance-wise, let's spectate a bit. Performance-wise, I'm very happy with the result, especially after upgrading from 4 GB single channel to 16 GB dual channel RAM. I can only recommend you guys doing the same if you're using an AMD APU, no matter what generation. Yeah, but that's it for this video. I recommend playing at 720p if you want the highest amount of FPS, and if you're some sort of a casual gamer like me, yeah, you can increase the resolution slightly to 768p. Okay, I hope you liked this video. If you do, feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing to this channel. I hopefully see you on the next one. Stay safe and have a great day. Goodbye.